Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I hope that you're doing well. This is a special love reading for singles love reading that was inspired by my friend Stephanie at I Scribe with Steph on YouTube. So really encourage you to check her out. She's a psychic, a medium, a tarot reader, an artist, and just an overall spectacular person. And so really highly recommend her channel. And she and I were talking, and she said, why don't you do love readings? And I said, I don't know, why don't I do love readings? And so here we are. So I just want to show you the 3 decks I'm going to be using for your reading today. The Wisdom of the Oracle for the overall energy. I'm going to be taking the base spread from the White Witch Tarot, which is only made up of major arcana cards. And for the tarot reading, the Rider-Waite-Smith, which I don't use very often on the channel, just because there's some imagery in it that I might have to cover up, just to make sure that there's no offense. I have this labradorite crystal on my desk, and it reminds me of a beautiful peacock feather. And actually, I'm called to, I didn't show anyone else the back of the crystal, but I am being called to show you the back, because the back is equally as spectacular as the front. What is that about, Gemini? Maybe it has to do with your dual nature. You're the only sign that I felt like I had to turn this around. So it's kind of seeing both sides. And now Joni Mitchell's, thank you, Spirit. Joni Mitchell, I think it's called Both Sides Now. I don't know this song very well, but it was in a movie and it really stuck with me. I see life from both sides now. I don't actually know if that song is about aging or about loss, growth, all of the above. It's a beautiful song though. Joni Mitchell, Both Sides Now, I believe that song is called. The movie that song was featured, and I'm sure it's been in a lot of films, but the one that I am thinking of is called Life as a House. And it's about, well, it has Kevin Kline in it, Hayden Christensen. And it's just about somebody who is trying to find his path to rekindle a relationship with his estranged son. And he falls very ill in that movie and is just trying to build this house. And there's lots of issues with it as he's building it. And his time is limited. So I don't know why Spirit wants me to tell you any of the plot of that movie. Maybe you like that movie. It's kind of a downer. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful film. I'm sure not many people have even heard of that film, Life as a House. But Spirit is really just bringing the scenes from that film to the fore. There's a melancholy with you, Gemini, and maybe you've experienced a loss in love that has been very difficult to overcome. And yet you're trying. You're here to see if, what is waiting for you, perhaps on the other side. of love, of new love. So let's get the overall energy for Gemini, please. For Gemini, please. Spirit. Thank you. Soulmates. Beautiful. Number 41, which reduces to a 5. A little bit of in-between energy with the 5s. Corresponds to the Hierophant card in the major arcana of the tarot. Taurus energy, could be dealing with a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Oh gosh, this fills me with so much love. It's hard to describe. I feel Spirit's love right now, like right here. For you. You know, you can see the skeleton key, which has very significant meaning to me. My higher self gave me a skeleton key as a gift in a meditation I did once. So anytime I see a skeleton key, it represents your higher aspect, your higher self is with you. See, there's a face in the clouds. It's almost like that's your soul space, looking down and blessing some kind of union that's coming in. And here's the heart chakra with the lock. God, that's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? That's for you, Gemini. Gosh, that's so... There is love again. I have faith. So I'm going to take 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. Wow. That's a hell of a way to start the reading, Spirit. No pun intended. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So first energy is yours. Second energy is your potential person. The third energy is advice from Spirit. Yeah. Okay. So remember this card. Keep this card in mind. And remember what I just said right at the beginning, which is that I felt that there's some trying to build this house. This house can represent stability, family, for yourself. You might feel like you have a limited amount of time in which to find your partner, or you've experienced a sense of loss or loss itself, and your energy starts with the Devil card. Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with Capricorn, but doesn't have to be. You could have very prominent Capricorn placements in your chart. The Devil card, as one of my favorite readers, Baba Jolie, she likes to say, the Devil card is not an evil card, and it's not. We all have a little bit of the Devil energy in us. Devil simply represents, well, not simply, but can represent stagnancy, being trapped and bound in one's emotions, one's thoughts, one's actions. Can represent addiction, codependency, workaholism, all of those isms, but all of the things that are not really serving us. We need the shadow to understand the light. And so we're all gonna have to deal with this energy at some point. You know, the tarot is all about the fool's journey, right? So when we travel through the first 22 cards of the tarot, it's called, you know, the fool's journey for a reason, that we go through these archetypal phases. When we start wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and we then follow our hunches, we manifest things, we kind of build up our confidence, and then we kind of get some sense knocked into us. Every once in a while, there's some bumps and there's some bruises and there's some lessons of the ego, of the shadow. And my left eye started itching all of a sudden, so you might have your left eye itching. You might be dealing with some allergies. I think when I said it, it stopped itching a lot less. So just take it as it resonates. By the time we reach the devil, we're tired. We're tired of learning lessons, and we just, sometimes we just want comfort. I know this is bad for me, just one more piece of cake. It's kind of like that. But when we're dealing with really deep emotional healing and trauma, that devil energy can look a lot more severe than having an extra piece of cake. And you're dealing with this right now. I think it has to do with loss of some kind. So you could have lost somebody close to you, and if you did, I'm very, very sorry for that loss, and extending my love and compassion to it. In this representation of the devil, you can see here that there's kind of unveiling of a mask, taking off the facade. The way that this character is holding on to the mask, it's like, I'm hearing my precious. I'm hearing from Lord of the Rings, but it's my precious. But I like my mask. I like the thing that covers up my pain. It's clarified by the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can be the little spy of the tarot. In a love reading, it can talk about, looking at other people's social media, asking friends of friends, acquaintances, how are they doing? How are they feeling or whatever. So if the loss was a loss of a relationship, you could be really stuck in that loss and kind of asking around. That's just for some. But for others, the Page of Swords is first and foremost a card of curiosity, trying to understand this devil energy, trying to surmount it. But it starts with small steps. Pages are always kind of youthful, immature energy. Let me get a clarifier. I'm going to get a clarifier for the devil. Two cards. Wow. You got the devil. These are the two lovers trapped and bound. Sorry, my fingers are looking stupid right now, but the lovers are chained to the devil, right? And the Justice card in the reverse. Ooh, Gemini. The devil, to clarify, the devil, that is not common. That I've been reading tarot for a minute now. I can probably count the number of times this has happened on one hand. Maybe 3 times, maybe, that I've ever seen this happen in my own readings. And then to have the Justice in reverse, devil clarifying the devil. It's really intense. You are trying, I see some of you just clawing your way to the surface. Could be so trapped in your hurt, and it's just clawing your way back to some semblance of normalcy, some light. Justice is a major arcana, Libra energy. The Justice card in the upright talks about karmic balance. In the reverse, it says to me there are still some really intense lessons yet to learn. Perhaps about, okay, now they're playing, Spirit's playing Foreigner. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I want you to show me. Gotta take a little time to look around me. Gotta read between the lines. Thank you, Spirit. Gotta read between the lines. It looks like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. If you haven't heard that Foreigner song, that is the true injustice here. That song is one of my favorites. And Spirit just is playing it like a radio inside my mind. I want to know what love is. There's so much love within you, Gemini. It's like, just like bursting. You want to be understood. You want to be held, comforted. You want to do that for someone else, but there's a lot of hang-ups. There's a lot of hang-ups right now. It's almost like I see your person in your person's energy. Kind of, you know, think of kind of divine partnerships in this way. You know, if our higher selves are somewhere up in the 5D and they're looking down on the playing board that is the earth, and they see Gemini kind of duking it out with the devil energy and really trying their best to figure out what it is that they feel and that they want and how they're going to go after it. And your higher self is kind of pulling the strings. Then your person's higher self is over there watching it and saying, oh, you know, they're doing some tough work. I think it's time that I do some tough work too. The Hermit for your person, your potential person. This is beautiful energy. It's Virgo in the major arcana. Number 9. Hermit talks about someone who retreats from society to enter the dark night of the soul. So your potential person is doing the hard work that Spirit shows me that you are trying to work through right now. You're trying to figure it out. You're taking some initial steps. And I don't know what that looks like for you. It could be therapy, meditation, cutting out addictive behavior, eating better, changing your work schedule, drawing boundaries, cutting cords with people that are toxic. Could be a whole number of things. But your person is absolutely doing the hard work, but it also tells me that they're not quite ready. You're both not quite ready to meet each other yet, because you don't want to meet somebody when they're in a vibration that is not ideal. And so they're working on themselves in order to raise their vibration, to heal from trauma. But they are waiting for their partner. 3 of Wands. It's a card of waiting for the ships to come in. Waiting for a perfect moment. And as Chris Reck at Minopon Tarot, he always likes to say, waiting for a perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. We just have moments, and we either choose to act or we choose to stand by. And I feel as though this person is majorly standing by. I have a feeling that this person, I don't know if you know this person, but I have a feeling that they are, they're looking for a sign from Spirit. They're looking for some indication of whether or not they can move forward. It can get really comfortable in hermit energy. We have to be careful because it can get really comfy cozy on our own when we don't have to answer to anybody. We don't have to worry about other people or be responsible to other people, right? So your person is trying to learn how to open up and make the first move. So I'm going to get a clarifier. What are they waiting for, Spirit? 3 of Wands. What are they waiting for? They're waiting for their divine counterpart, Queen of Wands. You know, are you this Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands is very confident, but they have very high hopes for the person that they want to bring into their life. Confident, attractive, inside and out. The power behind the king, the one with all the really good ideas and the impetus to follow through. You can see the sunflower here representing sun energy, warmth, clarity, illumination. Your person is waiting for their divine counterpart. And Spirit is asking you, do you feel like a Queen of Wands? Do you feel like you can match this energy? Right? And it's not, I'm not telling you to change for somebody. That's not what I'm saying. We should always be the Queen of Wands for our own selves. But you want to attract somebody that's beautiful and confident and capable, right? So it makes sense that we should focus on the self. We have to be the thing that we want to attract. Because for your advice from Spirit, Temperance, Sagittarius energy number 14, and it talks about patience and it talks about transmutation. So how do we convert this devil energy into something that we can work with, something that feels equal and fair and karmically balanced, right? Where we can eliminate this devil toxicity and we can sit firmly and strongly in our power. A Temperance card from Advice from Spirit, clarified by the Ace of Cups in reverse. Spirit wants this divine partnership to happen. They want to give you this cup of love, this full cup. But aces in the tarot always represent potentiality. It's only potential. You have to be in the position to receive the cup from Spirit and to say, thank you, Spirit. I know exactly what to do with this beautiful love. And right now, Spirit is saying neither of you is quite ready because you're still transmuting your pain and your trauma and your past into something that you can use, into something that helps to heal you. Can I have a clarifier on the Ace of Cups in the reverse? What's it going to take, Spirit? What's it going to take, Spirit? Spirit cannot be any clearer than this. 10 of Swords in the upright talks about devastation and betrayal and heartache and heartbreak. Devil energy of sorts. of the mind. This is, I believe, also Gemini energy, Ten of Swords. But when we're in the Ten of Swords in the upright, then we go back to the Ace of, like this is the Ace of Cups, we go back to the Ace of Swords, which is clarity and epiphany. But when the card is in reverse, we are still grappling with it. We're still allowing this to inflict its energy upon us. And Spirit is saying, release all of it, right? Because I asked for a clarifier on the Ace of Cups. Why can't Gemini take that cup? It's because their hands are full with all of these swords. Overthinking, burden of thought. It's not an easy read, but it's something that you can work with, right? You understand when I say to you, what is holding you back? You may be able to rationalize from here to the moon, but in your heart of hearts, you know what it is that's holding you back. The right person is going to be able to unlock that for you, right? In their own way. But first you have to be able to open up the heart space to admit what it is that is holding you back, and then allow another person to complement your life, right? Complement your energy. I think that, I don't know what kind of loss this is, but I was picking up on it at the beginning of the reading. Allow yourself, I almost feel like, I felt a flutter too in my heart just now. I almost feel as though you feel so deeply, but you're not allowing yourself to let it come to the surface. It's like, let's tamp it down. Let's push it down, all the way down. But these things have a way of rearing their ugly heads. And it's better to look at it head on, face it, and release it. Easier said than done, I understand. Let's read from the book number 41, Soulmates. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, relationship, fostering personal growth. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. I'm actually going to read the protection message as well. An important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories don't serve your well-being. Oh, excuse me. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. My cat is meowing. His name is Lucky. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? Look in the mirror. You will only be changed for the better. That's your reading, Gemini. I wish you the best of luck. Lucky came in to bring his luck to you. You have a really good opportunity right here in this moment to face your demons. The faster you face them, the faster you will heal. Be brave for yourself, and be brave for the person that wants to love you. They're here. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to become this. Not to become someone else other than who you are, but simply to become the best version of who you are. That's your reading. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.